What's good, YouTube? Sharp Garlic back with another video, man. Anyways, just to do a quick little reaction. I hope y'all niggas check my other reaction. You feel me? Check the other videos on my channel. I did 2 reactions about speeding, the speed chase about this Nissan GTR, and I think it was an Infiniti. Check out those 2 videos. Pretty much just explaining like what's going on in Georgia, what we experienced as a car community. But I was going through this other video on my YouTube and it's talking about the swimmers in New York. Actually, I don't know. I stayed in New York probably for like 6 years, 7 years. So I know a little bit about the car culture there, a little bit, but this is basically explaining why they can't stop those people. Like, because I really want to know why they can't stop them. I'm gonna keep it 100. But anyways, man, I just want y'all to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video, cause pretty much. It's my first time watching this. I really want to see why they can't stop them. Cause I ain't gonna lie, they be swimming through that. I ain't gonna lie, they crazy drivers. Like, I want to see them in like a Hellcat doing this. Like, you know, them Hellcats bolts. But yeah, pretty much we're gonna get in the video and then, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna go from there. All right, let's get to the video right now, y'all. Let's get to the video, man.
Right now, as you're watching this video, there's an NYPD detective sitting in a cramped office in Lower Manhattan, scrolling through Instagram. And he's watching the exact same swimming videos you are. The only difference between you and that officer is that he already knows who License is, while you're still looking at the fake mugshots. That's right, they know exactly who's behind that mask. In fact, they probably know what he had for breakfast. Yet, he'll still be out tomorrow, weaving between cars on the highway, endangering innocent people. So, what's really going on here? Are these guys really untouchable? Why are the cops sitting on a gold mine of evidence and doing nothing with it? I dug down every possible path, and I think I found something that might surprise you. Alright, before we get into the crazy stuff, let's talk about what's happening on the streets right now. Because since Squeeze disappeared, the situation isn't the same anymore.
Yo,
Take
the way
Rick
they
50 as an
weave
example.
through cracks,
He's a well-known
like
member
traffic,
of the
bro,
swim
is
team who
crazy,
regularly
bro.
posted his high-speed police chases and cutting up sessions. 6 months ago, he just stopped posting, without any explanation. His channel's been dead ever since. People are assuming he got knocked, but nobody knows for sure. Then there's License. He got famous shortly after...
Oh, also, y'all, if y'all want to see the, I'm gonna put the link in the description below. If y'all want to go check out his channel, it's called Cars Down. I really was just scrolling through my YouTube and I see his channel pop up, but it's right here, Cars Down. I can go check out the full video without the action if y'all want to. Let's go back to the video. Let's get back to the video.
After Squeeze Benz left the scene, he had a bunch of close calls, but he never really macked or caused a crash that would lead unwanted attention to his name. Well, until what happened on Times Square. It's not confirmed that he ran over an officer's foot, but nonetheless, the story made it to every news outlet from here to Tokyo, and now he's suddenly only re-uploading old videos. As far as we know, he isn't arrested, but it really seems like he's not actively driving anymore. See, these guys aren't stupid, and that makes me believe that they know something most people watching their videos don't. The cops already know who every single one of these swimmers is, and I'm really not exaggerating.
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. The way 12 operates and anybody operates, bro, when it comes to federal stuff, they're gonna build up cases on you. Like, they're not just gonna hit you with one thing, like, yeah, like, you know, get a few years. No, they're gonna hit you with like multiple charges so they can really put you in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they like half of the time they really do know who, you know what I'm saying, like who is doing what and what's doing who, like stuff like that. Like, they really want to get you at the right moment with hella like mad different charges on you, like just reckless driving, endangerment, like you know, something like the blackout plates, was car stolen or not. They really want to like stack up a lot on you, like times 2, times 3, whatever the case may be, just to really put you in there. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they really don't really care for it. And pretty much New York, it's big. Like, they got a lot of stuff going on in New York that they need to worry about besides just like who's weaving through traffic every single time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to just put that up.
They've got files, they've got names, they've got addresses. So why not just catch them right away? To answer that, we gotta look at 2 completely different games being played here. There's what happens on the street when they're actually driving. And then there's what's happening behind the scenes in some office building downtown. Once you understand both sides, you'll realize it's not a question of if they'll get caught, it's about when. Imagine you're a cop sitting in your patrol car on the highway, and suddenly a BMW flies past doing 90, weaving through traffic. Your instinct says chase him, but you literally can't. In New York, the moment someone hits a certain speed or enters a school zone, you are not allowed to pursue. You have to let them go. But it gets even worse. Even if you wanted to chase, you need permission first. You gotta radio your supervisor, explain the situation, and wait for approval. That takes 45 seconds minimum. By then, your swimmer's already in Jersey. And say you do get permission somehow. The second that swimmer starts driving recklessly, which is literally what they're doing the entire time, your supervisor's gonna call it off. Because if that swimmer crashes into a minivan with kids, the city's paying out $20 million minimum. LA just paid $89 million in pursuit settlements over 4 years. The harsh reality is, cities are broke and can't afford.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name
ads, y'all.
just by thinking about it.
I'm broke. I can't afford YouTube Premium.
44.
So I gotta like,
Oh, and forget
subscribe on
about
the video
PIT
right now.
maneuvers or trying
What's
to
up, fam,
ram
y'all?
them.
Y'all
That's
like, comment,
considered
subscribe.
deadly force
Oh my
now.
God.
Unless they just shot someone, you can't touch their car. The liability is insane.
Yeah.
Different states play.
Alright, you do that in Atlanta, alright. You do that in Atlanta, bro, they're doing that regardless. Like, they don't need permission. GSP, they're coming for you. No permission needed. They're coming. You feel me? No permission needed. They're doing a pit maneuver. It don't matter if you're dead or alive. You feel me? That's GSP in Atlanta for y'all. They do not give a fuck.
By different rules, though. Arkansas cops will chase you till your engine explodes. But cops in
GSP.
California basically can't pursue for anything short of murder. New York's right in the middle, but still pretty restricted. Weather makes it even more of a joke. Slight drizzle, heavy rain, or fog means pursuit terminated. But here's where it gets interesting. Just because they can't chase doesn't mean they're not hunting. Deep in one police plaza, there's a room called the Real-Time Crime Center. It looks like something out of a movie. Walls of screens and dozens of analysts all watching social media 24/7. These aren't regular cops either. These are data analysts, computer forensics experts, and people who understand social media better than the influencers posting on it. Every single swimming video that gets uploaded gets downloaded immediately. Not to be watched, but to be analyzed. They've got software pulling apart every frame. The reflections in your side mirror,
That
a
is
unique
ridiculous.
scratch on your bumper. It all gets enhanced and analyzed. Even the way you shift from third to fourth is a signature. But it goes even deeper than that. They're using AI now to match driving patterns, the way you take a specific turn, how much space you leave when threading gaps, your acceleration patterns when you see an opening. All of this creates a digital fingerprint that's almost impossible to fake. Even if you switch cars, your driving style gives you away. They're building what cops call a pattern of life on you. This BMW
Yo, bro,
shows
that's
up in these
crazy
videos
to me,
and
bro.
always takes the same exit, always posts between 2 and 4 a.m. It's all data points. Then comes the scary tech. Voice recognition software that works even through voice changers because it's not matching your voice, but your speech patterns, your breathing, and the way you structure sentences. That, nah, we good, you always say is as unique as a fingerprint. The way you breathe when you're threading a tight gap, that respiratory pattern is logged and matched across videos. And they're patient. They'll watch you for months building a case. Every video you post is more evidence. Every close call is another reckless driving charge. They're stacking them up like playing cards.
Yo, they don't
Some
be
swimmers have
scared
hundreds
for
of potential
nothing,
charges
bro.
just waiting to be filed. The social media companies aren't your friend either. Instagram gets a preservation request and saves everything about your account, including stuff you deleted. 3 weeks later, a subpoena comes through. Now cops have your email, your IP addresses, and every device you ever logged in from. If you have YouTube monetization, they know your bank account. If you have TikTok Creator Fund, they know your social security number. Cross-referencing is where they get you. That BMW in your video means they're checking every BMW registered in the tri-state area, every rental record, every test drive at every dealership. Someone somewhere has paperwork with your name on it. They're also checking toll records, parking garage footage, and gas station cameras along your known routes. And right when you think it can't get any worse, joint task forces join the server. NYPD shares with Newark, Newark shares with state police, and everybody's sharing with the feds if you're crossing state lines. You have to understand that it's not just one department hunting you. It's freaking all of them. There's literally a shared database where departments upload swimming videos and tag potential suspects. Your video in Manhattan gets matched with that video from Jersey last month, and before you know it, you've got multiple jurisdictions building cases against you.
Yo.
But all that brings up one question.
All that weaving. Yo, teach me how to do that. Like, I don't want to do that in, like, bro, I want to do that, like, in, like, the Nürburgring or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Not in real life though, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to endanger nobody, but I'm trying to do that in a controlled environment. I want to, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look when I want a G80, G82, so bad, like no cap.
If they know who everyone is, why is anyone still?
Yo, Buddy looks scared out of his life. No Neck J, yo, what's up? Look at your face, gang.
Swimming? And the answer is actually pretty straightforward. Money. The cost to prosecute someone is insane. The paperwork alone takes a detective off the street for days. Court appearances, evidence processing, and overtime mean we're talking $50,000 minimum to properly prosecute one swimmer. All that for a guy driving fast when there are actual crimes happening? NYPD has 36,000 cops for 8 million people. Right now, while you're watching this, there are probably 50 violent crimes happening in the city. Some random kid doing 120 on the highway isn't even in the top 100 priorities. Also, proving who is driving is almost impossible. With masks, gloves, and tinted windows, your lawyer just says, "Prove that was my client." And if they can't, case dismissed. But here's something wild. You ever notice how some swimmers have passengers who don't even hide their faces? They're just sitting there, no mask, recording everything,
I'm just casually
screaming
putting on
and
a hat,
laughing
like,
while the
what?
driver's
Yeah.
doing 140 through traffic. A lot of you in the
put my New York
comments say
sticker
they're
on
safe
that.
because they aren't really doing anything illegal. But that's only half true. See, these passengers are playing a dangerous game too. Legally, they can get hit with everything except the actual driving charges. We're talking reckless endangerment, conspiracy, aiding, and abetting. If someone gets hurt during that swim, that passenger's looking at serious time too. The difference is, prosecutors actually have to prove they knew what was going to happen and willingly participated. Most of these passengers think they're safe because they're not driving. But when the feds build a RICO case, which is what happens when this becomes organized crime, everybody in that car is getting charged. They all become co-conspirators. But swimmers figured out something else too. Use the right car and you become a ghost. Stolen plates on a black BMW M3 means good luck finding which one, since there are literally thousands in the city. Fake plates that look real from a distance mean by the time they run them, you're gone. A rental car under a fake name also leaves no trail. And that's also why you see swimmers using the same cars over and over again in their videos, even though you'd think changing them after every run would be much safer. But here's the thing. I already told you that the cops are watching the swimmers. But what if the swimmers watch the cops too? License's crew allegedly has spotters who don't even drive. They just sit at key intersections, watching and texting locations. By the time License hits the highway, he knows exactly where every cop in a 5-mile radius is positioned. The craziest part? They've started using the cops' own technology against them. Take the radio game, for example. These guys have police scanners. Not the old school ones, but digital trunk trackers that decrypt NYPD's secure channels. They're literally listening to cops coordinate in real time, hearing their own descriptions being broadcast while they're still driving. And by the time that police message goes out, they've already exited the highway, swapped plates in a parking garage, and are heading the opposite direction in a different borough. Of course, that's only if the situation gets too intense, which in most cases, it doesn't. As I explained before, most of the time they just run and dip. However, the police know all this is happening. They know their comms are compromised, their technology is being gamed. But honestly, what can they do? The game has reached a point where it's become an endless cat and mouse chase. And as we all know from Tom and Jerry, nobody really wins. So it becomes this weird standoff. The cops pretending they don't know the swimmers are listening. The swimmers pretending they don't know the cops are building cases. Everyone playing dumb while the stakes get higher and higher. And that's when you should really be worried. Because the moment swimming stops being a city problem and becomes a federal interest, all those tricks, all those advantages, they disappear overnight. Every swimmer posting videos right now is just adding another bullet to the chamber.
And that brings us to the harsh reality of swimming nobody wants to admit.
Every swimmer in New York with more than 10,000 views already has a file on them. The only reason they're not already arrested is because it's just not worth it yet. However, those files are permanent. They don't disappear. They just keep growing with every video. The smart ones, like License, see it coming from a mile away. They know that eventually, the political pressure will be too much, or they'll just make one mistake too many. And that might actually be the reason he is laying low right now. And as someone who really enjoys watching him and the other members drive, I hope they know what they're doing. But still, they have to remember that the moment one of them crosses the line, that file gets pulled. And trust me, when that happens, it won't just be another chase. It'll be a knock on the door at 6 a.m. when you're still sleeping, thinking you got...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he pretty much nailed it down to the pat. Like, pretty much. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty much what happens. Anything, honestly, any case, anything that's going on, man. Y'all stay safe out there, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. These swimming stuff like that, it look crazy, look fun, but a lot of stuff come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was like a year ago, 2 years ago, I enjoy watching. I like watching the clips. Honestly, like I like watching the clips. I watch the clips myself all the time, like here and there, white line and shit. That shit look crazy, but all along to say, man, look, man, stay safe out there, man. I'm gonna do more reaction videos here and there, stuff like that. But this much more like a just me watching it with y'all type of video, because I was really interested in the video. I'm like, make a video out of it, let y'all watch it with me as well. Like I said, his channel was called Car Down. Put his channel down below. I'll give credit where it's due. He does amazing videos. I watch a few little videos here and there. And it's another video I might post today too. I seen on my timeline that I really wanted to watch about the car community. Crazy, but I will let y'all know though. I will let y'all know. Give y'all notifications up. If y'all follow me on Instagram, put the noties up. Put like, comment, subscribe on my video. We're about to go crazy, man. Like I said, we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We're going crazy. We're never gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go from there. Also, new car on the way, man. You feel me? We're going crazy, man. Shot by Leo to the top, man. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.
Hellcat sound like Mufasa when I started off.